We are going back to the character select screen. Looks like they noticed something not in their favor.
I'll show you the power of my kung fu.
Open those shutters. We're ready to fight.
I've been struggling for years.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets the crosser. Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 2 chases them down. Decides to meet them in the air. Oh, burnout on both sides? What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Okay, creating some space here. That drive impact doesn't get through. Jumps up. That's some in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight!
Balance from above. Who's going to start things off? Combo with the target combo. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Jumps in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Burnout activates. Keeping them away. All in with a rush. Player 2 will look, sees him coming, and shrugs it off with a super armor. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jump in, finds the mark. Player 2 with the life lead. Trips him up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Hits with the overhead. Life lead opens up. What a clutch shot in there! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Opts to create space to start. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Balance from above! This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Flies in with a fifth, smart play to stop the opponent there. Knockdown and jumps up. Balance from above. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Player 1 needs to gotta do better than that. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with a KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Starts things off with a jump, crowns him from above. Ooh, does him dirty. A jump? This is gonna hurt. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Poses them with the kicks. This can lead to some big damage. Perfectly executed. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Balance from above. Box him with a target combo. Sticks the combo. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Okay, creating some space here. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Life lead opens up. Shoots off a fireball up close. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Both players up tap to close it. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Fight.
Immediate jumping. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen? Heats it up with a combo into super. Serving on a severe beatdown, and the fun's just starting. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here, experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Burnout dissipates. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Drops him hard. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. This is a complete shutdown. They ground him from above. There's a burnout. Flatlines him. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Combo with the target combo. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Neither of them willing to back off here. Both players with no drive in the tank. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. Medium kick. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Neither fighter can use their drive move. How will they close out the round? Bro gets them. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
Jumps in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. The overhead connect. Spinning bird kick. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Goes for the jump in. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Gets out of there with a backdash. One chance here may end this match. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Medium kick. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Barely blocks the jump in. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Jump anti-air in the clutch. Oh, here we go. This is the time to believe in your ability. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. This can lead to some big damage. A jump? What are they gonna do? Nice fireball. Jump! Vintage. Both sides getting ready. They pick this time to bust this out. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. No one could have called that. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that runback. A projectile to say, get off of me. Hazanshu threw him off with the overhead. Gets out of there with the backdash. a dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Perfectly timed parry to deflect the opponent's attack. You don't want to get caught in that situation too many times. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jumps up. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. A trade, but they're not worried. Jumps. Jumps up. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Risky up-close scrap still going. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Jumps. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Overhead attack. Player 2 can't hit super art to show him what a PhD is fighting. What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Big, low, reaching heavy. Combo with the target combo. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What are they thinking here? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. What's the play here? Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Player 2 chases them down, picks the air throw. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 has to KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Goes for the jump-in. The jump-in is denied. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? A quick breather. Gets the jump-in. Spinning bird kick. Knockdown and sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for picks the air throw. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Player 2 has depleted their drive gauge. Yo, critical art now? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish!
Fight. Round. Fight.
Come for them with the phalanx! Jump! In with the crossover. Vintage! Nails it! Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start distantly for some big damage. Player 2 tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Keeps him out. What are they gonna do? Somehow manages to block the jump in. Turning it right up with a super. Lifts them with a knee and brings them down. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. A real test of nerves here. Crowns them from above. In with the phalanx. Jump. Comes for them with the phalanx, giving them food for thought. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Ah, burnout activates. Knockdown. They're going for the super KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Sticks the jump in. Scrapping it out up close. Flies in with a fist to keep experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Overhead. Crowns them from above. Comes for them with a phalanx. Backs off. Oh, yo, rock super hit. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. This can lead to some big damage. Barely. This is gonna hurt. Oh, the throw connects. That throw will do some good damage. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Drops him hard. Stance change. What now? Crowns him from above. They're in range. Oh my God, Rock Super! Changes the pace with a fireball. In with the phalanx. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that. Oh my God, they just choked it up.
Not good enough.
Awesome! Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The jumping cross-up attack. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Zones with the fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Goes in on the impact for nothing. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Gets it. Will this super art connect? KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. That's the jump in they were looking for. You always look up when they're cornered. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Player 2 can't use extend the bar on the Pikachu. Going in. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Ooh, what a smart throw. What now? Player reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. There's a burnout. Player 2 can't use any drive through. Raw super hard incoming. Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes for the jump in. Big counter. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? In a dire situation, sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. Jumps in, experiencing burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Oh, got in there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Pushing through with the gliding. Closes it out! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight.
They are letting it fly from the get-go. The last round. It's now or never. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Fights back with authority. What are they gonna do? Anti-air in the clutch. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Both up for the Tonatress. Overhead. What's next? Goes for the ground and pound. You need guts to pull that off. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Blocks it. Nice block on the overhead. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Overhead. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 chases them down. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Gets them. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Sticks the jump in. Gets the jump in. Connects with medium kick. Blocks it. Spinning bird kick. Knockdown and balance from above. Burnout activates. Still scrapping for control of the space. There's a change of sides. Flies in with a fist and keeps sets up with the jump in. What'll happen here? A gutsy fireball gives them the round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Oh, says no to the impact. Brushes that off and keeps going. Launches with a tanker kick. Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Drives it back, misses. These guys are not giving each other overhead attacks. Gotta do better than that. This is gonna hurt. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes in with the cross. SPK hits. There's a burnout. Noticeable the super block. Are you kidding me? Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Uses the target combo as a filler. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Blocks the jump in. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Gets the jump in. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. deftly shuts out the jumper. Decides to meet them in the air. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Life lead opens up. Goes for the super arm. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Had the radar up and running. Puts the super armor to good use. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Balance from above. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without experiencing burnout. Jumps up. Flies in with the... They're going for the super arm. Can they create an opportunity for them? KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Combo with the target combo. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Gets the jump in. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Decides to meet them in the air. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. They trade. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump in is denied. Peppers them with the lightning kick. What'll happen here? Experiencing burnout. Player 2 finishes with the throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Balance from above. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. And fold for the throw. That's what they came for. Knockdown and in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jump, reads the jump in perfectly. They just said, get that jump in out of here. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 needs to wait this out. Meets them air. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation. Nothing stops this train. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Oh, yo! Rock super hit! What were they thinking? Amazing! Solid anti-air! Player, this is gonna hurt. In with the crosser. Player 2 can't use any drive move. Got up, will it be the damage or the setup? Down to the final hit. Who's gonna take it? They are done! Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Checks them with a projectile. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Drive gauge finally recovers. In a dire situation, they can't afford KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Balance from above. Box them with a target combo. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. What'll happen here? Player 1 KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight!
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Goes with the connects with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start to seize the overhead coming. Gets the corner switch. There's the burnout. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player crowns them from above. Throws them. How long will this offensive assault continue? What were they thinking? They are not getting close to each other. Backed into the corner. What setup do they have? Changes the pace with the fire. Target comes. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Will this be enough to kill?
Now you know.
It doesn't kill. They're still in this. What a finish! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Cross up. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Knockdown. Overhead. Hits with the overhead. Nice cross-up. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Player 2 can't use X in there. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Jump. There's a change of sides. Steals back a chance. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Knockdown and gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. They exchange and eats it. Player 1 has a chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Sees the overhead coming. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player 1 can't huge chance after that wall splash. Life turns out. What's next? No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Victory!
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a jump in? Sick super armor use. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Overhead, but it won't work. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Super armor wasn't enough. Player 1 with the wrist, there's a burnout. This can lead to some big damage. SBK hits. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Drops them. They're in range. We got critical art now. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Are you kidding me? Player 2 has got to be